Hi there, I'm Pat Halford, and welcome to another episode of the Nordic Bridge. Many businesses, large and small, find themselves lost in a forest of obligations and tasks. They're so focused on the trees in front of them that they can't see the forest of opportunities around them. In effect, they're missing out on the big picture. Also, businesses that were maybe not economically viable a few months ago are suddenly racing ahead thanks to the application of generative AI. And what they're doing is unleashing opportunities for others to exploit. Just like how this football's potential is limited by gravity when I drop it on the grass. Traditional business mindsets are often limited by existing practices and structures. The ball falls short, just like many other businesses that aren't open to change. But what if we could give that ball, or that business, a boost? Something to propel it further, faster, and more dynamically. That's where generative AIs such as ChatGPT and others come into play. It's like this trampoline, giving a boost that makes old assumptions seem insignificant. When you introduce generative AI into an organization, you begin to see ripples. What happens when you automate a lot of the traditional tasks that your teams were undertaking is that you free up an awful lot of capacity, not only at an individual level, but also at a team and a whole organization level as well. And as that spare capacity and capabilities compound, we also start to see emergent properties arise. And these properties reshape the way we think about doing our business. For example, how many people and organizations' assumptions have changed since the release of ChatGPT into the public realm? What arose were emergent properties, wiping away old assumptions about the right and only way of doing things. For me, one of the most interesting things about applying generative AI capabilities to businesses of all sizes is that ability to compress time, cost, and also increase quality at the same time as de-risking your business. As you do that, of course, you can free up capacity in your existing teams, allowing them to express their creativity in much more valuable ways. Humans, individuals, teams, and whole organizations augmented by generative AI are pretty powerful combinations. One recent interesting study was actually by The Verge, and what they found was that AI is expanding basically what people can create in every category that was polled. People were saying that they were using these generative AIs to create things that previously were impossible. What happens when you split a log? Well, usually, hopefully, you get two halves. In this instance, one half represents the time savings and cost savings from automation through applying generative AI to your business challenges. And the other half of the log represents the freed up capacity available to your individual resources and teams across the organization. Both sides are important and both go into the mix to fuel exciting new ventures. Just as this wood fuels the fire, the extra capacity freed up in individuals and teams can fire up opportunities in new markets for businesses of all sizes. It can help organizations reassess their capabilities to expand into new fields, ones that were previously inaccessible due to high investments and the need for acquisitions or key resources that were not available within the organization. You see that steam? That's the power of potential. It's the emergent properties that arise when we rethink the way we work and measure our businesses. When applying generative AI or in a marketplace where we're under threat by generative AI-enabled corporations, we can't stick to old assumptions about 2 to 5 year plans. We have to constantly reassess them every few months. Things are moving so quickly. That's both a threat and an opportunity for us. And we need to be ready to assess, to adapt, and to transform as this new business landscape unfolds rapidly in front of us. Oh yeah, one last thing. In terms of how I put this short YouTube together, I basically went into a bunch of previous blogs that I'd written and published, and then I combined them together. I dumped them into ChatGPT and asked it to create a YouTube script for me. And this is what I got out of it, and that saved me a lot of time and hassle in terms of putting the actual structure of the video together. If you like what you see, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back with more business and technology nuggets in the future.